Students, here in this video, we will see the figures of speech used in the poem The Castle. Besides having increased the beauty and power of the English language, the figures of speech have been a source of idiomatic expressions. They are very common in poetry. In this poem, The Castle, the figures of speech used are imagery, metaphor, rhetoric, simile, irony, personification, and alliteration. Okay, now what is an imagery? It is a language that produces pictures or images in the minds of the people reading or listening. That is, to use figurative language to represent objects, actions, and ideas in such a way that it appeals to our physical senses. Here in this poem, we find imagery in the line, and the enemy half a mile. This line is an imagery. Next, metaphor. In this figure of speech, dissimilar items are brought into relationship. The dissimilar items are shown to have no difference between them. Example, she has a heart of stone. She has a heart of stone. Here, heart and stone are shown to have no difference between them. You know, students, both are dissimilar but shown as same here. In this poem, we find metaphor in the lines, on every leafy summer and oh then our maze of tunnel stone. Leafy summer. Leafy means pleasantries of spring season and nature. Opposite to this is summer, but both are brought into relationship. Next, rhetoric question. Also, it can be said as interrogation. A question that doesn't expect an answer. Example, how could I be so stupid? This is asked merely with no answers expected. Here in this poem, we find rhetoric question in the lines, what could they offer us for bait? How can this shameful tale be told? This is asked by the poet without expecting an answer. Next is simile. In simile, a comparison is made between two objects of different kinds which have at least one point in common. Clue words are so, like, as. Students, you know every simile can be compressed into a metaphor and every metaphor can be expanded into a simile. Example, he is a tiger. The sentence is a metaphor. We can expand this sentence into a simile also. That is, he is ferocious like a tiger. Okay, students, here in this poem, we find simile in the line, grew thin and treacherous as air. This is a simile, that is, the path grew weak and disloyal as air. Next, irony. It is an expression whose face meaning is different from the real thought or real meaning of the speaker. That is, when an intelligent man speaks of a fool as a genius, he speaks ironically. Also, when a poet describes a battlefield as an abode of friendship, he speaks ironically. Here in this poem, we find irony in the lines, our only enemy was gold. Here, the speaker speaks of the enemy as gold, so this is irony. Next, personification. Here, inanimate objects and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and intelligence. That is, we imagine of non-living objects as having life and human qualities. Example, death laid his icy hands upon him. One more example I'll give. Nature and her beauty attracted him. Here in this poem, we find personification in the line, a little wicked gate. Here, the gate is personified as an evil one. Students, the line, our only enemy was gold. This is also personification. Here, gold is personified as an enemy. Now, the last one is alliteration. It is the repetition of the same sound or the same letter at the beginning of consecutive words. Example, the list of leaves and the ripple of rain. Here the words list and leaves, ripple and rain are alliterated. In our poem, we find alliteration in the line, a little wicked gate. The alliterated words are wicked and wicket. Okay, students, the poem The Castle itself is an allegory. That is, each character or event is a symbolic representation of an idea or a quality such as death, truth, evil, etc.
Don't know what's wrong, but something isn't right. Don't feel that